What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Road to Ruin Arandama. I'm really enjoying doing Road to Ruin Arandama right now. Been playing in the tournaments, been getting to the semi-finals and finals most of the time. Had a few good results, had a few bad results. Obviously I don't want to ruin what's coming up, so I'm not going to let you know which is which. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying this. I'm in the process, as you'll see vaguely through this video, of selling my Liga do Brasil team and Serie A team, and just trying to accumulate some coins to buy some big players for the Premier League. And today we've got Team of the Week, which is released in like 3 hours, and Adel Taarabt is in form in Team of the Week, and also we've got Anyukov, the right back in my Russian league team, is also in form, and Cristiano Ronaldo is also in form in Team of the Week. So there's 3 players straight away there that are just would be awesome to have in my club. Obviously, Ronaldo probably never happen. Taarabt, however, you never know. You know, hopefully his value is only around 30, 40, 50,000 coins. You know, I don't really know how the market's going to go with him, but five-star Premier midfielder in forms, he might be a bit more than that. However, I will try my best to get him. So in shooting for silverware yesterday, or maybe the day before, I told you guys one of my embarrassing stories, and I asked you guys to send me your embarrassing stories and put them in the comment section, and I'd read them out in the next episode. So I'm going to read out as many as possible and just give my views on the stories. I haven't actually read many in the comment section. I've only read a few. I didn't really have that much time yesterday on top of making like several videos, but I've got 3 that I've specifically enjoyed reading through private messages, which I'm going to read to you now. So the first message, I'm not going to, for the people that private message me, I'm not going to say the names of the people that message me. I'll just read the story. So the first story is this. Oh yeah, and at school, I'm in year 8, and when I was in year 5, had bushes, and we used to kick the football over there. And one time, when I went to get the ball, I can't see where it is. So I stick my head through the fence, and my head got stuck, and all the people in year 6 started to bag me, which is pulling down his trousers, and laughed at me. That's got to be the worst day of my childhood so far, and I'm only in year 8. That's a pretty bad thing that had to happen. That's like probably one of the most commonly embarrassing things in life, is when you get pantsed, or when you get, you know, public exposure and people just look and laugh. And it's not that they laugh because you necessarily have bad credentials, if you know what I mean. It's more to the point that it's just, I don't know, immaturity, you know, just people, like, if I was walking down the street and some guy got pantsed, and I would probably laugh no matter what he actually looked like. It would just be hilarious. And that's definitely one of the worst things that can happen to you in school, because you will be forever remembered about that. So you know, I'm always a little bit embarrassed for you. That wouldn't be good. And on top of everything, you're going to have your head stuck in the railings as well, which is like double stupidly embarrassing, because that's embarrassing in itself. Next embarrassing moment we've got. Hey mate, loving your videos at the moment, particularly Ruin Arandama. Anyway, I'd like to share with you and possibly several thousand people my most embarrassing moment in school. It all happened in year 9 in my first GCSE exam, core biology, and I was shitting myself over it. Due to this, before the exam I had loads to eat and loads to drink, and in brackets he's got water also stimulates the brain or some shiz, but didn't really need the toilet, so just went into the exam. I was fine for about 25 minutes, it's a 45-minute exam, but then I started to need the toilet, so asked the examiner if I could go. She thought otherwise due to the fact that she was probably on her period. I then thought that I've lasted longer, so I thought I'd just try to wait it out. This was fine until about 5 minutes later, when I had an urge, and therefore had to deploy the squeezing method, in which I held my knob in between my thighs as hard as I could. This was painful. I carried on like this until there was about 10 minutes to go in the exam, and then started to have consistent urges. I was still doing the exam, and therefore unwillingly had to give in to the pressure and peed all over my pants and seat. I had to sit in this while completing my exam. Gladly, none spilt off of my chair, and it wasn't visible to others. Once the exam was over, I remained in my seat until the examiner came, not like that, over, and asked me why I wasn't moving. I bluntly stated what had happened, and he apologised. I think he means she apologised. For the rest of the day, I had to walk around in no underwear and old school pants. Nasty. However, I still got an A star in the exam, which was nice. This is a real difficult one. Like it's embarrassing to piss yourself. Like, I've never pissed myself in public, like only in bed when I'm like 3, 4, 5 years old, and it's a pretty embarrassing thing to have happen to you in that sort of situation, you know, especially when like you asked to go to the toilet. Like our school was also really, really strict on allowing people to go to the toilet in exams. We were told you must go to the toilet before the exam, you must not leave your seat in the exam. Apparently this was actually completely illegal, and if a student needs to use the bathroom during an exam, then they must be accompanied by a teacher or a faculty member to go to the toilet. So the fact that you've actually asked to go to the toilet and they've said no and then had to piss yourself is just hugely embarrassing. I mean, it's not too bad that you didn't have any of your classmates and stuff see you piss yourself. What would have been embarrassing is wearing some like lost and found pants for the rest of the day. That would be horrendously embarrassing. One of the worst things that ever happened to me in an exam situation. I don't do well in exams. Like, my coursework was absolutely tops. When I get to exam scenarios, like, I sit in the exam and my mind just goes blank, and I actually suffer like really bad nosebleeds in exams. So one of my first exams for GCSE when I was 16, I was sat in my hall and, you know, taking the exam, and the way I used to write and stuff at school was I would put one arm, like I'm left-handed, so I put my right arm on the desk, rest my head on my right arm, and read the paper from there, and, you know, write from there, almost as if I was laying down and writing. And throughout, after about 10 minutes through the exam, I hadn't really done much in the exam, but the teacher came over to me and asked me if I was okay, and I was just like, yeah, fine, this is just how I like to write. And he said, no, like, look at your shirt. And I looked down at my shirt where my head's been resting on, and it's just covered in blood, and I didn't even realise, but my nose was just bleeding constantly on the shirt. So I had basically two choices. I had to either wear my shirt for the rest of the day with a bloody arm, or I had to borrow take a shirt out of Lost and Found, and it was just way too big for me. But I spent the rest of the day wearing a stupid oversized Lost and Found shirt, and that wasn't a great day for me. So I fully sympathise with you there. The next private message one I got, and this is the last one I'll read from the private messages. Well, to make it short, my most embarrassing moment was when a few people were fighting on a pitch. Me and a few friends cycled over to see. So after a few minutes passed by and they went down the hill, still punching each other, and me being me, cycled to the edge of the pitch and tried pulling my brake, but I accidentally pulled the front brake and went flying over my handlebars and straight down the hill. It still haunts me to this day. It's pretty embarrassing. Like, I'm sure probably fight would have stopped to actually watch you falling down the hill. However, as a little side note on this, the guys put, my friend uploaded the video to YouTube. If you want the link, just ask me. So yes, please, I would love the link to that. Put it as a video response. It would be hilarious to see you falling down the hill during a fight. That's all the private messages ones we've got. So I'm gonna just look for the most thumbed up ones in the comment section quickly, and the first one that comes straight to my mind, straight to my eyesight, is here. This is from Look Behind You 1 2 3 4 5 6. When I was in year 6, me and my mates were going to the gym, and I was walking under a tree and felt something drop on my head. I presumed it was water, so I walked on. When we got to the gym, I heard my mate scream, and I was like, what happened? Then he told me that a bird had shat on my head, and my friend took a picture, and to this day I still get teased about it. And to top it all off, he uploaded the picture to Facebook. Friends, gotta love them. That's not really an embarrassing thing. Obviously it's embarrassing being shat on, but it's kind of like some folklore that if you get shit on by a bird, it brings you good luck. So yeah, I mean, I would look at it. I would always look at a positive side of things if that sort of thing happened to me. Fortunately for me, I've never been shat on. We got 38 thumbs up here from Chris50 Eminem. It says, this is a truly legendary story. My family went out to shopping one day, and I thought to myself, why not pleasure myself with a wank? So I went to my living room and put one of my secret DVDs on. Then my sister forgot to pocket. Oh, my sister forgot her pocket home. Forgot her pocket home? That doesn't make sense, but we'll carry on anyway. My sister forgot her pocket home, so my sister and my mum had to go home to get it. I didn't hear them come inside because I had the volume too high. Then my mum and sister came into the living room where I stood there naked and jacking off. I didn't have eye contact with them for a month. In my opinion, that would probably be the most embarrassing thing that could ever happen to a kid, is getting caught masturbating, you know. Like, I've never been caught, which is brilliant for me, but I know a few friends that have been caught, and it's horrifying. Like for them, they told me, how it, what goes through their mind and stuff, and I can only imagine, like, it definitely just makes you feel very awkward around your family for a long time, and it's definitely going to be a story that's brought up, like, on your wedding day or on your 21st birthday or something. Imagine when you're getting married and your mum's told your best man this story, and your best man tells this story to all your wedding guests. It will be just as equally embarrassing then as it was when you got caught. I pray to whatever God it is you pray to these days, people, that that has never happened to me, and I'm very thankful for that. And now that I live in a house with my girlfriend, it's never going to happen to me. So that's pretty fortunate. Just going to quickly go down and find one more story to read out. By the way, some of these stories are great. I read a few in the comment section when they were first posted, so some of them were really great. I should have written them down, but I forgot that I can't actually read YouTube whilst recording audio, so I'm having to look at these on my phone right now, which is a little bit tricky. Okay, we've got one here. 26 thumbs up, pretty short one. My most embarrassing moment: I scored a goal in a football match, so I decided to do the belly flop celebration. I knocked myself unconscious. That's pretty embarrassing. I wouldn't. I don't know. That would be hilarious. I'd love to see that in real life football. That'd be pretty cool. Let's go down a few more. Find one with more than 20 thumbs up. There we go. Laxis12. On April Fools, when I was in high school, my crush for like a year texts me that she is in love with me. Without remembering the date, I quickly pour my feelings into a message. Guess what? Bitch showed it to the whole school and laughed at me. That's pretty shallow, man. Like, if somebody ever did that to me, I'm the sort of person that wouldn't actually give a fuck about that, because it would make me know that this girl is definitely not the one for me. If she's so cold that she'll do that to you and, like, ruin your life and in your school life and make your school time uncomfortable to that extent, that's pretty shallow. I know it's an April Fool's joke and stuff, but she could have showed it maybe to her friends and whatnot, but showing it to the whole school, that's just pretty poor, man. Like, I wouldn't even be embarrassed about that. I'd be embarrassed for her to be that low to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Put your thoughts in the comment section about how you would feel in that situation, or if anything like that has happened to you. This video is coming to an end now, though, guys. So this is the second video of the day. If you made it through this far, congratulations. Thank you very much. If you could give me a thumbs up, that would be absolutely amazing. Putting out 2 videos a day, it's not easy. It's taking up a lot of my time, which is fine because I enjoy doing this, but getting those thumbs up would be absolutely awesome. I just bought Jermaine Defoe here at the end to swap him out for the one that I had, so that I've got him in a 4-4-2 formation. And this is pretty much the end. So yeah, cheers for watching. I'm going to leave this just to run out now, and see you next time. Cheers. Or jizz. Or was that jizz? No, it was jizz. Jizz.